Well, for many, it's a fun way to stuff a stocking. You grab a few lottery scratch-off tickets and give it as a quick gift.
Who knows? You could be giving away millions of dollars, right? But that type of gift should be left to the grown-ups, and not for teenagers or younger. Lee Mordyke wants to help those kids stay out of the danger zone and avoid the trappings of gambling addiction. She joins us with more information. Hey, Lee, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Let's talk about this. This is a common thing, right? The stocking stuffers, you pick them up for your coworkers and you toss them, right?
Yeah, it's super easy. But for youth especially, we want to make sure that we aren't encouraging that behavior. We know that the earlier kids start participating in something like gambling, the more likely that they are to struggle with addiction later in life. And that is something we want to avoid.
Okay. Yeah, and you're kind of opening the door by giving that as a gift. You're kind of giving them the okay, right?
Yeah, you're normalizing the behavior. You're saying it's okay. You're saying it's okay for them to gamble in other ways. And think about how many messages our kids get about gambling already. So this is just another way for us to not have them participating in that behavior. It gives us an opportunity as trusted adults to talk to them about how to gamble responsibly. It gives us an opportunity to model responsible gambling.
It's one of those, you're right, because if you watch any sporting event, you're going to see online gambling ads. Those ads are everywhere. So I can only imagine with that being legalized, it exacerbating the problem.
Absolutely. It's really normalizing it. So anywhere you go, like any commercial, like listening to the news in the morning, you get gambling commercials, right? And so those things all contribute to normalizing gambling. And so giving scratch-offs is another way. So what we want to do then is say, okay, this is for adults. This is for 18 and those of us who are 18 and older, because then our brain is a little more developed and we're less likely to struggle with addiction in life that way.
Absolutely. And so, it is, because it's so prevalent and it's so easy to access. I mean, a lot of people are developing problems. Can you talk about some of the warning signs and what to look out for?
Yeah. So one really great tool is if you go to stayoutofthedangerzone.com, there is a little quiz you can take. So if you are thinking you might have some challenges, then that's a great quiz. But when we're talking about youth and we're talking about kids lying, being secretive about what they're doing on the phone, having random money or also not having money, really isolating themselves, withdrawing from family and friends, withdrawing from their normal activities. And many of our kids go through a lot of these things anyway, right? Like moodiness, like I'm describing teenagers. What we want to look for is more than one of these things, and it might not signal that something dire is happening, but it's our opportunity to talk to them. It's our opportunity to say, hey, I noticed this, and I want to know what's going on, and I want to help.
And if you want to have that conversation, you're going to want some help. So it's obvious that this free resource is vital.
Absolutely. So not only is there that great quiz on Stay Out of the Danger Zone, but there's also some talking tips. There's also some questions you can ask, some conversation starters, and then there's also just an easy button to call and get help.
Wonderful. I mean, there's never a bad time to have a conversation with your kids.
Never a bad time. We always say talk all the time, multiple times. Never stop talking about it.
Be as prevalent as the commercials.
There you go, right? Be the louder voice.
Try and match that. Because obviously you're right. The brains have it. I mean, even for adults. I mean, anyone suffering through addiction, gambling can be a problem. So let's keep it away from the kids. Lottery tickets are not child's play. Stayoutofthedangerzone.com. It's a free resource. You can take that quiz or get some help if it's a situation that you think you may be in. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.